Hello guys, it's your boy again, Paddy. Welcome to our channel, guys. Welcome to our channel. I can't emphasize this enough though. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so whenever we post new content, you can actually be notified, because you make us, you inspire us. The fact that you keep coming back, to watch, that you subscribe after watching one of our content, it encourages us to actually go out there and get you more content. Thanks very much, guys. Let's get to it. We are actually here today to talk about my Ducati Monster. So this is actually a 2016 Ducati Monster, 821 by the way. So the story was, I told myself, like, if I ever was going to get a motorbike, it was going to be a Ducati bike. And I've always been scared of, these people that come with these machines. So I just woke up one day and told myself, you know what, I'm actually going to start looking into Ducatis. Went on YouTube and I was just checking. I love naked bikes, so Ducati Monster came up. I didn't know of the Street Fighter then anyway. But when I found Monsters, I read so much about them, and I figured out, okay, I think to start on, I think the 696 would actually be great, but unfortunately I couldn't find one here in Cape Town where I actually reside. So luckily, while I was just searching online, I found two in the same dealership. So they never paid me for advert, so sorry, I'm not going to mention the name of the dealership. So I actually checked on their website and I saw they were pre-owned ones. So I'm not the first owner of this Ducati Monster. But the good thing about it was, on the website it said both bikes had low mileage. But now let's focus on this particular Ducati Monster that is actually here. So the mileage at the moment was about almost 7,000. And I actually gave them a call, and they gave me the address of the dealership, which was somewhere in the city center, Pardon Island to be exact. And I actually just got in the car, went over. I was actually so psyched up. I was happy getting a bike. Then I jumped the price. So the price I saw on the website was 105 or 107. So I went over to the dealership to have it checked out, and the sales guy was actually telling me about why not take it for a ride. Why didn't I come with at least my helmet? And I'm like, sorry, I actually don't even know how to ride. I was like, what? You don't know how to ride and you want to get a motorbike? I said yes. Then he asked me why Ducati, and I told him the reason why, which I said earlier in the video. So I actually had a good look at it. As you can see, guys, the bike is actually beautiful, and I requested that they should actually start it. And after they started it sounds freaking amazing. I was asking more questions about the bike. The first owner, which they actually told me mileage checked out with what they actually advertised on the website, and I told the guy I was going to come back. Long story short, I came back about 2 days later, and I actually paid for the bike. And I told them they would have to arrange delivery to where I actually stay, which they actually did. So the reason why I'm actually making this video today is because I'm actually just using this opportunity to introduce the Ducati Monster, which by name is Nefertiti, to the channel. So I do breakfast runs, as you guys know already, night runs, car meets, and yeah, there will be days where I am definitely going to be going to these meets on a motorbike, because one, it's cheaper when you talk about petrol, and it's faster. So yeah, let's get straight to it. So the basic things that I actually checked before buying the bike was, I didn't know much, but I just checked out how fast it could go, and the maximum power was 112 horsepower with its 9.4 newton meters of torque, which my little idea of driving, I was like, okay, I think I can still handle that. Then after inspecting the bike, I figured out it had modes also. So, for example, you just want to be driving around the city. You've got your urban mode, which you won't get much power, but by the way, will save you more on petrol compared to, it's got urban mode, touring mode, and then sports mode. I believe the touring mode, like it sounds, is for example if you're going long distance. It also saves you more petrol, but a little bit faster than your urban mode in the city center. And then you got the sports mode, which is the mode I don't think I want to get out of. I've been in that mode now for about 6 months, and yeah, I'm loving it. I'm really, really loving it. So, and I'll tell you, it's almost a year now that I've been riding this bike. It was actually a birthday present that I actually gave myself. By the way, these are my own personal opinion. These are my personal opinion. So please don't. I don't know so much about bike. Like I said, this is actually my first bike, and in less than a year, I think I have actually been able to learn quite a bit, which is making me give this review. So since I've been using the bike, I noticed if I actually use basically I don't know how to call those roads, but the roads that you've got all the traffic lights. Just because I'm stopping at a traffic light waiting for it to go green to move, I notice it generates a lot of heat, which from my little knowledge also, I've noticed people have been talking about this also. It generates a lot of heat, which made me get this thermal wrap. So since I got that thermal wrap, I know it doesn't really look nice. I've had people tell me to take it off. But the main reason why I actually wanted it on was just because, if I am actually using those kind of roads, I don't get burnt, or it doesn't generate much heat while, I'm at a traffic light. And I've had it on now for about 3 months, and I'll tell you, like, it's doing way better. I don't feel much heat. And then another disadvantage I noticed with the Ducati Monster is the fact that the radiator fan takes a while to heat up. So we use on degrees Celsius here in South Africa, and on my instrument cluster, it actually takes so long. For example, it gets to about 115, 120 before the radiator fan kicks in. So for example, if you're using road with a lot of ride, like you're riding around a city center, that is definitely gonna be a challenge, because then you're gonna feel the heat, which the thermal wrap is actually saving me from. Then another add-on which came with the motorbike, I was very fortunate, was the performance exhaust. So shame there was no tag on this exhaust to find out if it's a Temimoni or a simple jet. But I've actually been doing a lot of research on this exhaust. It's actually a slip-on exhaust, and I found out that it's an SC project exhaust, which is dealership. I was told that the dealership that it's worth over 20,000. So what is special about it is, performance, like they said, and then the fact that when I'm approaching a traffic light, and I'm not applying brakes, and the bike is going slow like a car will do, you take your hands off the throttle and you hear those pops and bangs, which actually really sounds nice. So after that, I actually decided to put a cowl on the seat, because one, I was still a new rider, still trying to find my feet, and it's gonna be reckless for me to actually carry someone, because I can't even take care of myself yet on the bike. So I decided to put this, because the natural fact also, it makes it look so nice. It makes it look, beautiful. So I actually use this sometimes when someone will be like, oh, please, can you give me a ride? What I just say is, oh, sorry, it's just one person. I can have 2 people on the line, just because I'm not confident enough yet to actually give someone a ride. And the next add-on that I actually put was this Rizomi or Rizomo, I can't remember the name, guys, I'm sorry, side mirrors. So the stock side mirrors that came with it, I actually liked it. I'm still keeping it. Nobody knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. I could actually lay the bike down and then I wouldn't need to be buying another one. I'll just put the old one back. But this actually looks better. It's very easy to adjust also. That's the major reason why I actually got it. It's very easy to adjust. And it makes it look much, different from a regular Ducati Monster. And then I decided to change because I wasn't the first owner. The handlebar, the handle, the handlebar, I don't know what this is called. Sorry about that. Was actually the Ducati on it was wearing off, so I actually got a CNC one. I just made sure it had red on it because red is actually the color of the motorbike. Then I actually got this arm guard, which also is CNC. It has Ducati Monster on it, which makes it also look nice. So I actually got that also. I got CNC brake levers, and so it's like I like it. I made sure it was red also, and you can actually just fold it up this way. It's also adjustable, so it's got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. If you want it to be really hard, or you want it to be soft, you can actually adjust it here, and you can even make it longer. You can actually extend it out because it's actually short, and I like it this way. But you can also extend it if you want it long like it used to be. Then I would say the visor. So when I first got the bike, if it's windy like in Cape Town, if you know Cape Town very well, Cape Town is a windy place. So if it's windy and then you're on the freeway, because it's a naked bike, the wind is hitting you right in the chest, and then which is going to definitely make you slow down. And before that, there are no fairings like a sport bike. And I've had this on now for about a month, and I tell you guys, like, it's as small as it is, it's making a whole lot of difference. I got this because tank stickers as a whole stuff, which also makes it look good. Important things when it comes to the Ducati. So when I got the bike, I was actually made to understand that there is a particular service you have to do at 10,000 kilometers. Since it was almost 10,000 kilometers, they advised I do the service before the bike was delivered to me. And I'm like, I hope that's not going to cost me extra. They said it's actually expensive, but it's already included in the sales of the bike. So, okay, that's good, as long as I'm not paying any extra monies. So it's called the Desmo service. I don't know what they actually did, but they told me it was a major service. When I took delivery of the bike and I took it out for the very first time, I wouldn't say it rode different because I didn't know what it was like before, but what I can tell you is it rides like a dream. Another fault I think they've actually improved on from 2020 to 2023 now is the clutch. So changing gears is smooth, but when you, for example, get to a traffic light and you want to engage your gear in neutral, waiting for the light to go green so you can actually drive off, it's always challenging. You actually be patient. Sometimes, if I've tried about 2-3 times and it's not working, I actually just do what? I just leave it in one, and I just hold my clutch lever in, and when it's time to go, I actually just roll. But yeah, and you're definitely going to be seeing a lot of Nefertiti on this channel, on our break fast runs. So guys, let's gear up and take you guys on a ride, and you see from my own point of view. Cheers.